guys. Well, hello. My very first Instagram video. Hello. Happy Friday, guys. Okay, so my name is Shavanna, Lindensong, and I have a YouTube channel. So check me out there, and also Facebook page, Shavanna Lindensong Reading the Moon. Same with YouTube, Shavanna Lindensong Reading the Moon. Please like and subscribe. Beginning of the year, I was kind of gifted with the knowledge that I have been called to do this. So I want to be here for you guys during this really dark energy we have right now. We have Uranus that just entered in Aries. That's kind of tapping into that freedom fighter energy of Black Moon Lilith conjunct Mars and Aquarius. They're in the 12th house. So yeah. And that Uranus with Aries is kind of hinting on, because of this over-exaggerated feeling that is also coming from Chiron and Pisces, which is retrograde, and kind of a little bit of that illusionary thing, that not to be reactive, watch your money, because anything that you do right now is going to be a killer of some sorts, and you know it, whether it be reactive, you get in a fight, somebody else isn't handling what you did very well, it's all going to affect you financially. We don't want that to happen, okay? We want good stuff, good times. The way out of Lilith is the North Node Leo, and it is resting between the 10th and 11th house. And so just in general, Neptune is in Pisces, its place, which is, again, with Chiron there, conjunct with that planet. I mean, what did it say about it? We're going to have to look that up. Anyway, see, all this stuff is just piggybacking. It's all the right ingredients for Lilith to bake her a big old screaming murder cake and feed her dog Pluto, you know, which Mars is taking a break. Pluto's kind of coming along and taking some of that fighting spirit, along with, you know, even though Saturn is trying to get Pluto to slow down, it's piggybacking other planets too. It's just, we have a lot of energy, you know, Jupiter coming out of Scorpio. It's 13 months worth of carnage. Pluto is in Capricorn. I mean, Capricorn's being rebuilt. You're doing a remodel on Capricorn and that male energy there, so that it can ascend with the rest of us unto this new fair planetary world of diversiveness and not so much of one energy. We need to honor the female energy. Anyway, okay, so I'm going to do just a general reading for the collective. I was going to do it by sign. I was going so fast, I was mixing up information. I don't want to come across like that. So you know what, I'm going to do the collective. Oh, here we go. There we go, guys. Neptune and Earth. 3s and 8s have been huge. 3s and 8s have been huge, okay? So we want to look those numbers up. 3, I know, is that number of the Trinity, and it's always about, you know, our perfect life is supposed to be about keeping one foot on the ground, Earth, right? Neptune is all about, you know, Neptune is in its house and in its sign, which is Pisces. So that's excellent, but it does bring about some of those feelings. It's still jumping on those energies, these negative energies that we have going on with Chiron in Pisces retrograde and Black Moon Lilith conjunct Mars in Aquarius. You know, so I mean, I could go over it on and on, but we're supposed to keep one foot on the ground, one foot to source, and one foot, you know, basically in our heart, as all of this coming together. You know, we're supposed to have a spiritual self, we're supposed to have a relationship with source, and we're supposed to have our earthly selves. And all those things are supposed to meet and be grounded. And what we do is we learn all our life lessons, everything we're going through right now, have through this entire year, and it's been brutal, especially with Pluto and Capricorn still, and then Jupiter and Scorpio as well these past 13 months. All this energy, and the new moon in Scorpio is asking us to really dig deep inside of us, into our psyches, and find out and figure out with these things that are coming back to us. That's what retrograde Venus in Libra is doing, seeking balance. Some truths are still out there to be had. Some things are still going to happen. Seeking balance and peace so that we can move forward. And towards the end of the month, with this new moon in full moon in Gemini is going to be our gift, and I'll explain more of that later. But we want to be really careful of the fact that we're not unintentionally taking something that wasn't meant to go away. We were meant to learn and grow from it. We wasn't meant to die. And anything that looks like it's dying, Pluto's going to come along right after Lilith and sweep that up. She's feeding her dog right now. And we don't want that, because that's going to eventually have to come back as more work for us to correct that karma, because we didn't listen. And that's what I'm here to do. And I was called to do this YouTube channel, Shavanna Lindensong, and I'm also on Facebook, Shavanna Lindensong, Reading the Moon, and Reading the Moon's for both. At the beginning of the year, so we were going to have a brutal year, and a lot of us light workers were called into duty. And through the YouTube channel, that's what I started. I'm on Instagram. So thank you for all the support. But we're here to give you tools to survive this. How these planets are setting about in the energies is, and they all work together, and it's funny, to give you an SOP on how to get through it. Now, the way out of Lilith is this node of Leo, staying in the light, staying that strength, you know, having the integrity to get through this time right now, and integrity in everything that you're doing, the way that you react, the way that you are verbally reacting, the way that you are acting, everything about your personal self is screaming to have integrity and strength, and to be smarter, to be that position in lead, because you are seeking the information. This Neptune in Pisces is basically how she's going to come after any of the water signs, or anybody who, you know, think about where Neptune is right now versus your natal chart. It's almost going to take this aspect and do it in reverse for seeking out people like us for advice. And that all just comes from your confidence and not doing an overkill on it. But you got to think about yourself. You got to stay grounded. And that's what this Earth card is also saying with the 8. And the 8, of course, is the 8th house isn't it the 8th house? Is the house of the sun. You know, so we have to stay in that light of the sun and try to stay out of the dark. I'm a moon lover. Hell, I name my thing Moon Reader. I love it. And Black Moon Lilith is a sexy little bitch, and she's scandalous, though. And she is here to cause you scandal. She's here to take those desires that you have deep inside of you and put them into intentions. And we all know our desires aren't always what's best for us. That's why New Moon in Scorpio is asking you to go inside and retrieve some of those desires. Really look inside of yourself, see what's happening around you. How is this being created by you in some way? Is this really where you want to go? Is this really where you want to head? Why you feel the way you feel? Why you missed that opportunity with so and so that's instantly come back? And is this the time to try to retrieve that, or do you let it go? So there's lots of emotional work that we need to do. We did all the physical work coming in the past couple months, the brutal physical. Now it's the emotional. We're being ripped apart emotionally by the things we're losing, by the actions, by the emotions that we can't seem to control, out of personality ways that we're reacting, things that just aren't us. We're being promiscuous and over drinking and overeating, and instead of thinking for ourselves, looking for somebody else to think for us. I mean, yes, we can give you the information, but I do suggest you guys look up numbers, see any synchronicities. Those are your personal signs. Go into meditation. We are just here to put you on a path, give you some direction, give you somewhere to look. But as a light worker, you're all individually spoken to by your guides, guardian angels, ancestors, etc. So go into meditation, step back, watch your words. Not the time to choose to cut any relationships or jobs, or even to get into new relationships. It is the time to start new miscellaneous projects. So you always wanted to build that domino house, or the Lego spaceship, something like that, something weird. Do something you haven't, that you've suppressed inside of you, that you really enjoy. Another way to thwart Lilith. I want you guys to have a really great weekend. This was for the collective. My name is Shavanna Lindensong. We just read the moon, Black Lilith moon, as a matter of fact. And you guys have a great weekend. Watch yourself, sage. Lilith is all about fertility, so be careful with that promiscuous behavior. Wrap it. You guys have a great weekend, and we'll see you later. Check me out, like and subscribe, okay? Bye.